Hooked on you, baby, you're golden. Time moves, I never noticed. Just can't get enough. Got me wonderstruck.
Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday, February 22nd. It's almost 7. And I wasn't planning on starting the vlog till this afternoon, but I just wanted to share how cool I think this week is going to be. It's week 3 out of 5 for our neuro block, and I just started the first pre-work video, and it's about seizures, and it's like fascinating, and I just think it's going to be a really fun week as far as content that we're learning, and I'm so excited to bring you along with me. We just got back from Steamboat last night, and it was the most wholesome, wonderful, amazing, fun trip ever. There was 14 of us, and it was just like good vibes, good people, good times, good food, not good snow. Snowboarding was honestly probably the least great part about it, but we have family dinners each night, and it's one of those moments where you just like sit there and you are just like, I'm so happy in this moment, and I'm just so grateful, and like this is amazing, like this is happiness. So I had a really wonderful 3-day weekend, and now it's time for more neuro. So anyway, I'm gonna keep working on my pre-work because I obviously didn't do it while we were in Steamboat, and we'll see how this week goes. I'm excited.
It's been a minute since I found someone who makes me wanna know a thing about love, but oh my God, I'm seeing stars with you. Tend to keep myself from diving in. I got fed up with the same voice.
Guys, it is -2 outside. Can you believe that?
Come and watch the magic that you brought away. But somehow all the colors just keep getting brighter.
Okay, what the heck? Well, I guess we're saving exciting things for Thursday or something. I don't know. Today was just a ton of review, like basic science from our first block in med school. Like, here's an axon, here's the parts of neuron, here's how action potential works. And then the last 2 lectures were pharm, and I did not feel like it was productive enough to stay for that last one, so it's 11. Making a random lunch because we haven't gotten groceries yet since we've been back, and I guess the exciting stuff will come Thursday. And I'm sure I'll have a fun story to tell you Wednesday when we're still dealing with difficult patients, but not today. Today I'm just gonna go in my office, go through the material on my own, watch sketchy videos, and gym at 5:30, and that's it. That's it for Tuesday.
I'm feeling it more every day. I think I'm hooked on you, baby, you're golden. Time moves, I never noticed. Just can't get enough. Got me wonderstruck. I knew the second I met you, I was doomed to never forget you. Just one single touch got me wonderstruck. Now I'm dying when you call me yours. Pour my heart out on the kitchen floor, cause oh my God, I'm seeing stars with you. Where did this come from? Lightning in my lungs, oh my God, don't you ever stop. I keep on waiting for the hurricane to come and watch the magic that you brought.
All right, it is Tuesday, 7:30. I got lots of pharmacology studying done, and I feel like things are kind of clicking. Like, we've learned about beta blockers and like some of those things before, but I don't know. From last night and this morning studying, I feel like I understand things way more than I have in previous blocks. So that's great. And now I'm about to head to docs, where I think my role is oral presentation this week, which is like pretty easy. You just listen to the interview and then do an oral presentation, and that's it. And we'll see how the interviews go. I'll let you know.
Guys, it is actually 0 degrees outside, and the person walking in front of me has short sleeves on. Look at this.
Baby, you're golden. Time moves, I never noticed. Just can't get enough. Got me wonderstruck. I knew the second I met you, I was.
It is lunchtime. Just got back from docs. It was not as dramatic as last week. So the 2 patients that my classmates had to interview today. One was a patient that, like, we actually like had this same case last year in the fall, and then they were going in for like balance issues, stability issues, like kind of falling down, and they were a dancer, blah blah blah. And then today they came in and it's like, okay, you did an MRI, you're sharing the results with the patient, and they definitely have multiple sclerosis. So my classmate had to be like, okay, so we like reviewed your MRI, you have this, like, what do you know about multiple sclerosis? What questions do you have? Like, how can I help support you? Like, blah blah blah. So like very like intense as far as like emotionally dramatic, I guess. And then the other patient was a COPD, like not exacerbation, it just like got worse apparently. And so my classmate had to tell the patient like that they're going to be put on they should be put on long-term oxygen therapy. And so that patient had questions about like, do I have to carry around like this huge tank everywhere I go? Like, my sister died 6 months after she got on oxygen when she had COPD. So like, is this gonna make me worse? Like, is this my death sentence? Like, blah blah blah. So way more chill than last week, just more like, just also still like emotionally charged, if that makes sense. So still pretty interesting. Yeah, I did the oral presentation, and anyway, we have health and society next, which is not going to be fun or exciting at all. But I'm making a chicken salad quesadilla with pepper jack cheese. I think it's going to be really, really good. So that's the highlight of the rest of my day. All right, health and society is done. And for those that are new here, that's the class where we talk about things like really important topics: racism, bias, disability. Today we talked about advanced directives and making sure patients have one, or having conversations with patients about it, like value-based care, helping them like determine what is most important to them as far as like when they die, and choosing the right person to make decisions in the case that they can't, and how to determine that person based on like choosing somebody that has similar values and like blah blah blah. So really important topics. I definitely hope in the future that my school like does the delivery a bit better. I think these great topics that we're talking about are kind of like, we lose the value of it because they test us on these sessions. So we'll have like 3 test questions each Friday, and so it's like, okay, instead of just sitting here and having like a really amazing discussion about these important topics, we're just like, okay, what's going to be on the test? And like, it's also 4 hours long. Today was 2 hours because we have IPE, which is like a whole other thing that's like really annoying at our school. But yeah, it just sucks that, I don't know, I feel like we're not having like the sessions that like the really like important conversations that like, we're having the conversations, but like we're not focused on the right things because of the way that my school does it. So that's a bummer, but anyway, it's done.
Maybe then I'd be fine. All these skeletons living in my chest. I feel my feelings way too strong.
Guys, I'm really just in the best mood after going to the gym. It was so much fun, and I was just like a workout, and I feel like I'm not out of shape anymore. If you don't know, I took like a 1.5 years of working out, and then I moved to high altitude Denver, and I was like, my lungs are fibrotic. I'm never going to be in shape again. I'm so slow, pathetic, and lame. But it was really fun, and afterwards we did handstand walks. And now, you know, when you're driving to and from the gym, you get to listen to your music, and you get to play it at the top and sing at the top of your lungs. It's just a good time. It's a good time. Sorry. Okay. So now I'm gonna play some music on the speaker. I'm gonna make shrimp enchiladas. I'm gonna drink some wine. I'm gonna do the anatomy cards that I said I was gonna do, and I didn't actually do it because I went to the 4:30, and it's gonna be a great night, guys. I don't know why I'm acting goofy right now, but I'm in a good mood.
And they always cry. I wish that I could make it stop. Wish that you could turn a heart off. Over all of these emotions, getting dizzy, roller coaster ride. Lock the door and keep it closed, yeah. Better off if I just stay inside, 'cause I want it to be easy.
Alright guys, it is 7:35. I had a semi-productive morning. It actually took me a while to start focusing and not just like zoning off into the space. But I got at least half of my Anki cards done. now it's time to head to anatomy lab since we didn't have it Monday for the holiday weekend. So 8-hour day today, woohoo.
But it's never really easy falling till I'm upside down. Take all this life, you can have it. I could replace it with static. Think maybe then I'd be fine. All these skeletons.
All right, well, it's 12:40. Got another chicken salad quesadilla. I feel duped this week. I thought it was gonna be so fun, so interesting. Finally more like clinically related, but no. Every other block besides our first, it's been like, ooh, here's all these like diseases and pathologies and like stuff when it goes wrong, and then we learn like the basic science so we understand how it works. But this time we're focusing on like the basic science that we just have to like memorize, and it's just like really dry and detailed and intricate, and then barely talking about like seizures. Or like we had it for pre-work and that was like it, and like we like talk about Huntington's for like 5 seconds and then move on to like this confusing pathway in the brain, or Parkinson's for like 5 seconds, and that's it. So I feel like this whole block could be way more interesting, and it's just not, but gotta deal with it either way. We had, after anatomy, an hour of pain fibers, an hour of farm, and then from 1 to 3 we have more farm, and then 3 to 5 is practice questions. So I'm gonna learn the farm on my own, which sadly Sketchy doesn't have the videos for the drugs we need to know, but I just got osmosis, so I'll try to use that, do practice questions, learn it all on my own, go in at 3, and we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Lame week.
Living in a just, I feel my feelings way too strong. Wish that you could turn a heart made of glass and they
All right, guys, it's 5:30, and we are starting today off with a solid breakfast, and then we are gonna get to work because yesterday was one of those Thursdays, which this happened the first week of neuro too. I just like crash. It started with lunch too, and I feel like it's because I didn't give myself time for breakfast, and that was kind of like my first real meal, and then I got drowsy. But then like even before lunch, I had like 12 out of 10 energy levels, but I just couldn't focus all day. It was just like one of those days where I just had to do nothing, because if I tried, it just wouldn't have worked. It would have taken me 10 hours to get one task done if it was school related. So annoying, but it happens. And it's fine because I have 3 hours to do what I should have done yesterday. So let's eat a delicious breakfast and then get to work.
Ain't worried if I'm up by the lakeside. No, I don't really care what we do, 'cause everything just falls by the wayside when I take time with you. And my crazy phone up wanting to chase lights. No, I just want a table for two. No, I don't need a reason to make time for date night with you. You and me alone, better than
All right, friends, it's time to go to a 2-hour review session where we're reviewing everything from the first 3 weeks of neuro, which I really appreciate. Hope it's super helpful. Watched all the Sketchy videos I wanted to. I lied yesterday. They actually did have the drug videos, all except local anesthetics. So Sketchy videos are done. Now, after this 2-hour review session, I just need to do practice questions from class yesterday that I didn't do.
we're living our dream. Candlelight on the roof, but we're still in our jeans.
All right, review session was fairly good. And later I have a meeting that I feel like is gonna put me in a bad mood. So we're gonna not end the vlog after that. We're gonna end the vlog when I'm in a good mood. So the meeting is, since I was student rep, it's just a 2-hour meeting about like things that are going well and things that are going not so well in our curriculum. And I feel like it's just gonna conjure up all the things like my classmates and I just can vent about for hours that we can't stand about our curriculum, you know? So more exciting thing that's gonna happen this afternoon, I'm meeting kind of like the coordinator for my service learning project program. And it's a program called Breakthrough, where they help inmates who are about to get released or who were recently released, like getting a job, like being successful, being out in the world again, and not going back to prison, and where they can go for healthcare because some places won't accept them. and where they can even get a job because some places won't accept them, kind of things, like helping them with their resume. So really cool. I am a little worried it's going to be straight up computer, like not very involved. I want to be more hands-on. They did mention like maybe being able to do interviews with the inmates and stuff like right before they get released, kind of thing. So I'm just really excited, and we're meeting the head person for that at 3 today. So that's an exciting thing that I'll leave you with for this vlog. And that wraps up this week's vlog. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow along on Instagram. And I can't wait to see you in the next one.